What's good? 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 Welcome back to Boss Talks Podcast. Y'all know on this show anything goes. Mm. What's good, Black? What's good? Sorry, y'all. So yeah, what up? What up? Yeah, double O's, double O's in the building. Um, let me do this real quick. That way, because last time I did it, um, pretty much got lost in the comments. So let me do this. I'm gonna go ahead and pin the link in case anybody want to hit it after a while. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm on here tonight, kind of just to, cause like I said, I'm gonna try to get back in the groove of, being consistent. So I was bored. I'm like, let me go ahead and go live because look, y'all, for those that may be curious about the last live I did, which was like, I don't know what day it was. I think it was Wednesday night, right? Um, but I took that video down. I didn't want to, but the ending of it is what made me want to take it down because, as y'all know, I was speaking on Kendig shit, but then at the end, like literally right whenever I said, "All right, y'all, I'm about to get off here," I had planned on getting off, like ending the live at like 2 or 3 at the latest, you know. And I didn't get to bed till like 6 something. Like I ended the live at like 6. Really, my laptop ended itself because I thought I had the fucking charger plugged in, but it just wasn't plugged in all the way. Um, and yeah, she pissed me off too. You know, I let that motherfucker know. Like, I mean, she was very ignorant. You know, and the other and honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. If she was to come back tonight and want to hit the link, you know, and honestly, I ain't gonna lie, Black. I thought about you when she came on, you know, because I know you like history and shit. So when that topic came up, I'm like, which I came on, I was on here late. Like I started the show late, like even later than right now. I think I'm shit. I feel like I started around midnight. I don't know. I can't remember. But I know I got off the show around 6 something. And it was like 2:30, almost 3 maybe. And I said, well, all right, no one's hitting the link. I said, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and, end the show and shit. And then boom, she commented and was just trolling. The first, like she said, she never got disrespectful. She was disrespectful the whole time. That's why I was like, she's ignorant. If she don't know what disrespect is, like the stuff that she was even saying, like she was like bitching at me saying that I'm one of those that because I understand wanting the black community to come together. I understand that. I want that too, you know. But at the end of the day, like I was trying to tell her, look, there's good and evil. Every race, there's good and evil. People will say, "Oh, the black community is the only community that has never came together." Fact is, all right, yes, you could say that the white folks chose to come together to do whatever they did, business or whatever, and the Chinese stick together, the Hispanics stick together. But let's be real. Think of every if y'all are multicultural, meaning like y'all know people from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, you would probably that this Hispanic, your Hispanic friend, doesn't fuck with every Hispanic out there. Or your white friend doesn't fuck with every white person. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So she was super ignorant to a lot of shit. In a way, I kind of felt like she had a agenda coming over here because when she wanted to sit here and talk all this shit and saying like, oh yeah, like blah blah blah, and didn't know what COINTELPRO was, I said, oh yeah, did like you don't know what that is? Oh yeah, like then you shouldn't be speaking on the shit that you're speaking on. You really should. If you don't even know what that is, you should not be speaking about the shit that we're talking about right now. You know, she's like, I'm tired of her. She was just yelling. I understand people are upset that the black community continue to kill each other, argue, all that with each other. This is how I look at it. Like when people want to say, "Oh, well, then why do black people commit or kill their own people?" Look, I've said it so many times. Most of the time, it's street shit, gang shit, to where and retaliation at that, because this group of people killed their brother or their friend or their whatever. So now it's retaliation because in the streets there's no snitching. So it's like even if your cousin, your best friend, your brother got killed, it's like no, they're not gonna call the cops. They're gonna handle it themselves. A lot of people believe they can handle shit better than the cops can. Because see, one thing that a person from the streets knows, the streets talk. When the detectives and shit are out there and they can't figure out who did what, and it never gets solved, the streets know about it within 12 hours, maybe even less, or throughout the week. Shit spreads throughout people. I mean, it's gonna spread to somebody that that person knows ain't gonna go tell, and then they tell somebody that ain't gonna tell, and then boom. Eventually, a lot of non-snitching people know the truth about, you know, but um Yeah, that I had to take that video down just because now the beginning, the stuff I was talking about at the beginning, I wanted to leave that up. I could have edited it, I guess. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not good at doing all that because I really don't do it enough. But she was just something else. She had me really really about to disrespect her. I was so close. I mean, I cussed her out like a couple times, but it is what it is, you know. And I'm gonna speak on. Look, I understand when someone might want to come on here and be like, "Hey, boss, like, you know, like for example, King T, he came on here, and I honestly, that was a shocker just because me and him hadn't talked in a while. So you know, when I seen him hit the link, I was like, I mean, yeah, I'll bring him on, you know. Which King T, me and him, what we have in common, we're gonna give respect as long as it's given. We're not just gonna hop on and just start talking shit, you know. And he came trying to be like a mediator, and I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he knows exactly how I am. He knows. He's even called. He's even told me before, like you can get hot headed. Yeah, I know when I'm disrespected, you know. But uh, can't nobody like calm me down at all. If especially if it's something that you know, and it was just kind of like a slap on my face when that woman wanted to keep talking shit, acting like she knew everything, trying to tell me that I should still be talking about ozone and all that. And I'm like, see, if the bitch would have watched the show that I did before that, I literally said, since ozone's trial is coming up, like within less than 4 weeks next month.
I'm gonna start talking about that shit again.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm a probably I may hit you up about it. A couple other people, and we can do some panel shit to talk about. I mean, like there's this one question that, and I mean I can bring it up now, and I'll bring it up again when we do a panel. And hopefully, the after the first panel that I do, it picks up and we can get a few more people involved. But I have a few people in mind. You was one of them, but I want to at least at the minimum get like 3 to 4 people, um, and then me included. So for sure, like I'll say 4 to 5 people on here total, including me, to talk about it. Um, but you know, like, so I don't know if maybe you have heard something new or anything, but I've been sitting here thinking, okay, as far as his defense, I don't know if they're even speaking on it yet, but I just believe, just my theory is that there was a second cop and that cop had something to do with it. Now, as far as what Ozone is wanting to or how he's wanting to defend himself, that's where I'm like, I wonder, is he gonna just is he gonna say that it was self defense, or is he gonna say he didn't shoot him at all, and then maybe we'll hear that, oh yeah, there was 2 cops. Honestly, I hope we hear that out of his mouth. That'll make me feel good and make me feel like I wasn't just seeing shit on that video.
I
But
feel.
that's
I mean,
definitely something
I
I've
mean,
been
to be honest about speaking about the ozone situation. I really don't have nothing too new. But as far as his defense case is going to go, because I think they're keeping it close to chest. But as speaking on that lady, man, I ain't even get it, or Gabrielle or whatever that lady was. I came on here to speak about her. I'm sorry, I don't have any updates about Ozone right now. I'm trying to get some.
Yeah, you're good. You can talk about it.
Oh man, I was just saying that she was that was very frustrating to listen to. And I mean, I understand where she was coming from as far as a platform, but every platform can't be what she envisions. And then on top of that, for her not to be a social media person, and then she's saying that she dictating what you should do. I mean, I understand how she was saying that, you don't listen to women for real and stuff like that. And I'm like, you don't know him for real. She's calling you a bunch of things out of your name. I'm like, yo, first off, forget all this profile situation, this YouTube situation. First, I'm a father. Second, I'm a husband. So before you put anything before all that, you got to be pro this, pro that. I would like for everybody to know that first. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing for boss too. I mean, people, get on these platforms and they chat, but don't forget that I'm actually a dad and I do this shit every day. Don't forget that I'm actually a husband and I do this shit every day, regardless of what you think. And then you can start trying to add things onto me. But I still got things on my list that's for that. Like you were saying about in your real life that you're a coach and you're a pillar in your community. You know what I'm saying? Like before you call me anything on my name, you need to list all these things since you want to be disrespectful. Because you speaking out of turn. You said you don't know me like that. So stop. You calling me a pussy and shit, bitch. You don't even fucking know me.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And then you gonna say you never did nothing disrespectful or said nothing disrespectful. That's
Yeah.
disrespectful. Calling me out my name and then trying to dictate my character and then question what my beliefs is. Who are you to be questioning me on this platform? I should be checking your credentials. That's why it was frustrating. Because you talking all this yap, yap, yap. You just upset with men at 3 in the morning. That's what it sounded like. And the dude that you wanted to yell at wasn't answering the phone, so you got on here to yell at him saying he don't listen. He has listened to women. Let them speak. File their grievances. And then you over talking about nah, it's just because of woman. Because King T, no, King T was coming with a calmer tone. One, two, yes, it can add to the past history that we all have on this platform. I agree with that, but at the same time, it ain't just that. He also was translating your words to how a man speaks to another man with respect. You should have took notes saying, "Oh, when King T said it, though, he actually because he was excuse me because he was saying it as a man should to another man. When kings talk to kings, sometimes they speak to each other respectfully, unless they know that they want to scratch past that line or something like that. That's just how it go. And they ain't gonna be sitting here calling each other pussies while they trying to have a respectful conversation. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
But nah, so that's why I hadn't finished it because I had to get my mind right because I was fucking cussing at my phone and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? I was hearing this shit, but I wasn't hearing this shit. I thought she was kind of like spazzing on somebody else on the panel. And then now I'm rehearing, I was rewatching it, and I'm like, and then that shit was gone. So that's why I was like, damn, I ain't get to finish it.
Yeah. I could probably send. Yeah, I could send you the link. That way you can finish it. But it was just like, oh man, at the end of it, like, I mean, I don't know if she was being for real or being sarcastic, but I just couldn't take no more. Like she was interrupting me. I'm like, we can't just have a discussion if you're gonna continue just interrupting me, and
Right.
like with Kendig, she said that she had been watching basically since me and him, even when he was out of jail and we would argue. I don't know if she took a break from watching me, But for her to think that I'm still talking about him, I'm like, hold up, man. All you got to do is go to my live or my videos and just scroll. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't been talking about him like that, like I used to. And the only reason I regularly talked about him was because it was new updates every time. Something new
Mm-hmm.
that I was finding out that, because it's legit. Like, I could show anybody on the analytics, on my analytics, it will tell you if you or how many women, men, uh, that type shit watch your show. And it's
Right.
a 70-30. I got more women, and I assume it's because they see that I take up for women, and I'm against domestic violence, and uh, I won't, I don't put up with nobody that's gonna sexually assault a woman or a kid, anything like
Exactly.
that. And
Exactly. But I mean, but that's what I was getting so frustrated because I'm like she going off one conversation or one video, one that you was just trying to get back into the swing of things of posting and shit because you've been on vacation for a little while chilling. You know what I'm saying? Being a family man, being a coach, winning that motherfucking first place trophy. You know what I'm saying? People, I'm like, you ain't even acknowledge that the effort that I'm putting in with the children inside my community. I'm actually giving them rewards to the efforts that they put into. Um, Shit, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? So that's why I was just like, I'm glad I wasn't on that motherfucker. I was at the bar at the time too, so it was just like it wouldn't have worked out. It wouldn't have worked out.
yeah, bro. And then all right, so I did the video. I did that video, and I all right. So his Kendig's aunt did a live the next that or actually that. So I got off here like 6 something in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and she did an early live. So I guess she must have seen that I went live and was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh hell no!" So I don't know if she watched my live and that's how she found out that his punk ass got moved.
Mm-hmm.
But she was saying, "I'm not gonna say no names." She's like, "Oh, I'm so pissed off," and which I don't know if she was pissed off at me or she was just pissed off because he got moved. Now, a
Oh.
lot of, including her, a lot of people, well, a few people are saying, like that one chick, Gabrielle, do you
Mhm.
have, is it a fact that he's going to be doing 6 years? See, his aunt, Kendig, all of them that fuck with him have straight up said multiple times, "Oh, he'll be out within a week. He's gonna be out real soon." They said that shit like a year ago, you know.
Mhm.
And I let them know. I've said multiple times, the next time you vote for the next president, he will still be in jail, you
Right.
know. And this is so he got moved.
Election year coming up.
Yo, he got moved to Grayson County, a fucking federal prison apparently. So, and I'm going. The reason I say federal is because that's what Kendig said.
Hmm.
So, that is from him spitting on the judge and hitting the
So
guards, and you know, he's in prison, and he let it be known. Like I was gonna uh play some of the audio of the new video he did, but he said
so you gave me some new information the other day because I think I missed that. So like, so so he got 6 years not only for contempt, he tried to spit on the judge, so he almost got
well, he
like
did spit on the
assault.
judge.
He did spit on the judge.
Yeah, he spit. All right,
So
so
he
he
got
spit on the
assault.
judge, and I think while he spit on the judge, he was getting like roughed up by the COs. So I guess since he couldn't hit the judge, because I bet he would have if he could have. So he spit on him. So hitting the CO in Kentucky is the same as hitting a cop. So
Mm.
now I'm curious: is that felony charges? But
Well, in some states it might be a misdemeanor. Some states it might be a felony. Depends
yeah.
on, like, sometimes they choose on the injury amount. Like, did they have to go to the hospital? Did it cost over $4,000 in damage or medical bills or something like that? Like, you know what I mean? Some states be doing it like that. And I don't want to poke them out and say a list of states or something like that. But I know it's levels to it in some places. But even still, though, he was gonna do time for that if he did it in the courthouse. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
thought
And
all that was on a Zoom call because I remember him cussing the judge out on Zoom or something like that, and I was like, or Skype or whatever they was doing.
yep. I mean, basically everything is pretty much going back to pre-COVID. So
Mhm.
you know, yeah, yeah he was in regular court, but
That's why
actually
he
he's getting
can't have
ready
he
to.
can't represent himself. He
Yep.
needs somebody to be there to restrain him or translate for him because he don't know how to act in the court of law.
And speaking of that, so check it out. So now this, I haven't seen any like report or anything like this, but I'm just assuming he's just trying to bullshit his viewers. But he said that his public defender brought in drugs and got busted, right?
Yeah, I heard that part. I heard that part.
I haven't seen if that's a fact, so I can't say he's lying, but just as a theory, I think he's just saying that to make it look like, oh, no, the reason I'm getting moved is because um, there's so much corruption. My public defender was bringing in drugs and all this.
Oh
So,
Lord.
yeah, like
So you
he
going from the county jail to the feds just due to corruption from around your case? That's wild.
yeah, and see, his viewers got to be a little smarter because it's about an hour south of Shepherdsville. It's in a different county. The city is called Litchfield, and
Shepherdsville is near him though. That's where he was around, wasn't he?
huh?
Wasn't he around Shepherdsville or some shit?
Well, he lives in Shepherdsville or lived in
Yeah,
Shepherdsville.
or he did. He didn't stay in Louisville. He stayed in the outskirts.
Yeah, yeah. Shepherdsville is the outskirts, and that's Shepherdsville is in Bullitt County, and
Mhm.
Louisville is in like I want to say Jefferson County. Uh, it's definitely a different county, but um, when he was on the phone, he was like, "Oh no, this is the real deal." He's like, "The place that I'm at right now," he said, "they moved me to a federal facility," and he's like, "There's people here that they got that's facing 15 years, or they're gonna be doing
Mm.
15 years," and that's when I'm like, "Okay, he's trying to tell y'all he he's at a prison. They don't do 15 years and counting. Like they're not gonna be like, oh, well, you got a fine, you're gonna sit in here for, or you got contempt, you're gonna go ahead and do 15 years contempt or whatever. Like this is, yeah, like you said, the real deal, and
Mhm.
it's a minimum security place too. So uh, regardless if people that's doing
See,
15
that's
years or
that's
whatever.
something. That's something that sounds like you negotiate though. You negotiate for minimum security. You don't just get um moved to minimum security for free. That's not something easy unless you're the victim of something, or you got so many people lined up in big boy prison that you have to go to a minimum prison because all the people over there is like when you have a bunch of cuts on people and they say you can't be in the same jail as them, maybe because y'all had the same case or you were informant for his case or something like that, so they separate y'all too.
Yeah, cause like, see, all right, his is technically a violent offense. So if it was something
That's what I'm
non-violent,
saying. How do he get minimum unless he's an informant?
yeah, because a lot
Because
of people
violent criminals don't get low security.
at
Violent criminals.
the beginning, if they got 15 years and then they go 10 years, no trouble, then they might get moved down to a minimum security after so
Right.
long. But
Mm-hmm.
he just went straight to it, and I'm like, I thought, man,
Really?
this is a violent shit, and then he's
You know
like
the
bragging.
feds got maximum securities for you to go to. They definitely have tons of those for y'all. They don't
Yeah,
have not enough, and they'll send you anywhere. You didn't have to be in Kentucky. So that's what I'm saying. That's a negotiation because the feds can send you to California or Oregon or Washington or New York.
and see, like Kendig, he's like, I feel like he was talking about me. I don't know because I really didn't say nothing about it, but he was like, yeah, people want to say that I PC'd up, and he was like, I'm in general population, working out and all that, and I'm like, okay, so you're in a minimum security jail, so you probably don't got to worry about getting shanked the fuck up. You could
Mm-hmm.
probably still get beat up, get in
Mm-hmm.
fights and shit, but
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, like he's trying to brag about being in gen population in a minimum security prison like that.
Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, like I said, and to be doing it in your home state is just crazy to me. Like I said, I ain't whack 100 or nothing like that, but that sound mad suspicious because that's something you ask for when you go to the judge. Like, all right, I know y'all sending me here. Can y'all please keep me close to my family type shit? And then they're gonna look at your case and see how cooperative you've been. If you haven't been cooperative, you ain't giving up no information, you didn't confess to your crime, it's less likely that you will be sent to the prison that you want to be sent to. I'm just saying, like, as far as what I've seen from history and past experiences and stuff like that. So it's odd for him to get such a Goldilocks place. But I wish him the best. And I'm sure you do too, as far as when it come to being behind them bars. And she was trying to insinuate that you had a problem with that. But shit, I felt like exposing him to women and for future women because yeah, his story might die down and the victims might fade away as far as for memory. But when he get out in the time frame that he does actually get out, um women need to realize that he is a potential predator and y'all need to watch out for him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come back more violent than he was before because he's been a caged animal for a long period of time. So um I would say like I'm not gonna disagree with her in saying he can't be better. I hope uh I hope for him and I hope for shit, his children that he do become better. But I would like to let other women know in the future, like y'all gotta be careful because there's men out there like that, and I don't agree with it, but I'm not near them to disagree with it. So y'all should keep your heads on the swivel for men with past histories of abusing women, convicted or just being charged at all, because sometimes they manipulate these women not to say something. So you just and I know these females like doing random warrant checks on people that they know and stuff like that. So just you know, you gotta just make sure y'all keep your heads on the swivel. This is definitely a supportive page of women, but and black men on top of that. It's not like we don't stand up for black men on here. It's just some black men, like you said, there is good and evil, and it don't make sense. Like she over here, like we all can unite. I'm not uniting with Peds, and I'm not saying he a Ped. I want to dis I want to disconnect that with what I was just speaking about Kendig. At the same time, there is melanated Peds out here too. You know what I'm saying? There's um, arsonists, and there's people that do necromancy and shit like that. It's people that you gotta disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank. Not just because. So I agree with what you saying too. I want melanated people to unite. Everybody know that. But at the same time, there is some, like you said, all your skin folk ain't your kinfolk. You know what I mean? Like not everybody that look like you necessarily is on the same time frame you on. Shit, you got you gotta see everybody like that, and you'll meet somebody on the other side of the aisle, quote unquote, and they more on the time you on than other people. So, or people around you. So, like people gotta stop thinking so single mindedly about stuff like that. Um, even now, even if we were to unify, it's gonna be other races that help us and collaborate with us to establish us as an actual real society and community. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't, if even if we completely took each other and isolated ourselves, that don't mean that we actually fucking established something. That just mean we disappeared off the map to them. Now, when we have all these different traits and add all this different value, then they're gonna have to acknowledge us as an actual nation, and then stuff like that. You gotta get acknowledgement by other countries to be a nation, not just you say you're a nation. So some people, as far as like politically and shit like that, you want to say that if you want, fuck the tables up at the UN and stuff like that, you gotta do certain moves and stuff to be acknowledged. But that's why people just gotta think bigger than just clickbait videos and stuff like that. They actually gotta observe some of this, retain some of this knowledge for themselves, and actually know how things move. And then, like she was talking about changes in the community and stuff, and hit the, she ain't gonna hit the link. Um, but because
Uh-uh.
she have a uh, not that I really think you calmer than me, because I wouldn't give you um that much I wouldn't give you that, but she is definitely talking to a more calmer person if she hop on this bitch. And one, two, I'm going to actually focus on her words, and I'm not gonna be antagonized by them little small ass sentences that she be trying to pop out. The questioning, her line of questioning, like even when you said Yeshua, her her small mindedness was like, oh, so you gotta have a moral compass and all this, and she was just talking about everybody had to be born into a belief. And I'm saying her like, that's this is a science. This is not a scientific fact because it has nothing to do with science, but this is an actual fact as far as with networks and all these people know this shit. There's more people without internet access than with. There's more. There's only like 2.3 billion people that actually have a cell phone, and I mean that's like another 5 billion. I know we got kids and stuff. That's another like 1.7. But as far as with that go, like there's almost 4 billion. There's a double the amount of people without cell phones. As far as not just old folks, it's just communities out here that don't deal with what the fuck she see on scrolling on her social media. And I think that's funny for her to say that she was not a social media person. She's not gonna come on here because I have a different line of questions for her because I know she get on her phone every single day and get an attitude with something and be calling somebody every single day and got an attitude or something. And then you just allow her to come on the platform just to yell at somebody. And I don't do no yelling like that. I get to the solution to shit. So she ain't coming on here.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the only reason she did is because I had his name in the title, and she gonna say I'm not shit without him and all that. I'm like,
That shit was corny. I'm like, she don't know who the fuck, man. Hey, put some respect on my man's name, dog. This nigga was doing shit before Kendig. And then on top of that, he tried to help this motherfucker beforehand. And then y'all, he did him foo foo. That's why you call him King Bridgeburn. He do everybody like that. He do everybody goofy. That's his fault because he's a fucking narcissist.
Hmm. So I got a question, kind of just to change the subject a little. So
Bet.
this blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know I was still subscribed.
Mhm.
But I seen OC the Great. He went live like he was basically live right when I was getting ready to go live, and
Yeah.
he did a he did a live the other day or put some video up, but I didn't get time to check it out. But his live today, it said the title was "Now What?" hashtag Free Ozone featuring Delta. And I'm like, wow, he's gonna have this lame fucking like way, man, the way Delta talks, like it's crazy. Like he'll just go talking about some shit and it'll make you want to go to sleep. It's like, bro, like you're boring me. Like a lot of shit you're saying, so many people don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I haven't I haven't fucking heard Delta in a minute, man. I'm glad to see he's out, not getting himself in trouble. That's crazy, but yeah,
Last
man,
time I
blocked
talked to
on.
him,
I'm blocked on OC's fucking chat. I can't comment and shit. So
I thought I was, but then I commented and because I seen King T was in there, so I just said, what's good, King T?" And then he replied, and I was like, "Oh shit, I guess I'm not blocked." But
mm.
you
Nah, the fucking chat bubble won't even pop up for me. It's not even an option. I can't even fake like I'm typing on his shit. But it's all good. Like me and OC, we got some offline shit that you know what I'm saying that we need to talk about. That's all that should be. And he don't want that shit on
well, check
wax, I'm guessing.
check it out. So I mean, me and him too. I mean, the last time me and him spoke, just like Delta, the last time I spoke with him was maybe a couple months ago, and I cussed his bitch ass out, you know, and um, so tonight threw me off because you know the only reason I found out about Hosea was because he was always posting the NFAC videos or anything, the morning mentals, all that shit.
Right, right.
Tonight, he says, "Now this show," he's like, "This show is not a show about bashing DMJ," and he was like, "But I want to know," and he was like, um, "I don't understand how." Uh, Basically how DMJ was able to be a leader and all of this shit. And he was like, he just popped out of nowhere, and you know, I'm like, wow, you know, it kind of threw me off on that one because I'm like, damn, like he just straight
See,
up.
see, like my whole thing is like that's why we gotta talk offline because he really wishy washy, and that's why I
Mhm.
say sometimes people gotta um, watch these people in our communities. They might be staples too, but they might be like some Joe Jackson type, Al Sharpton type motherfucking stuff. They might be trying to cook us. It might be some Kamala Harris motherfuckers trying to cook us in the background, but we just giving them their flowers because they're brown. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I really want him to, he gonna have to stand up some shit as far as just some shit he said in the past, and then he gonna have to answer for why the fuck he did something out of character at a point in time. Shit, and that's what he avoiding. He go to the motherland. He enjoy himself. He feel rejuvenated. He come back to this country, Sodom and Gomorrah, and he come back to this motherfucker, and he got to deal with this shit. But it's still shit that you left on the plate, you know. That's a problem with him. And then like with before he left, GMJ asked him Ben he's striking his NFAC shit down. So like not to tie them two together because like you said, it's not gonna be a GMJ bashing show. I ain't doing that. But he been giving stop giving people certain people permission to promote and broadcast his content. You know what I mean? So, and he always was supposed to have to respond to that too. But you know, it is what it is. Because another thing is, yeah, remember he was selling out his platform to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
It's things that he got an answer for, and like shit, I still want to ask some questions on where Remy at.
Yeah. I've been more to the same. Like, and honestly, that I feel like with the if well not if I do start speaking on ozone again and having more people on here speaking on it, that it will be brought up because we had all those motherfuckers and they still probably feel some type of way about me over a lie, and it's like y'all went hard on me about something that y'all assumed. But we know for a fact Remy took over $20,000.
And
You know,
guess what? What did we say? What did we say? We said back then he was gonna disappear. He was gonna do some swiping, no swiping shit. And where is he at now? So that's what I'm saying about people got to answer for past shit offline. I'm not even know. I don't even. I mean, shit. We can talk on this platform, but at the same time, it's gonna be about shit that you know. Shit ain't gonna be no easy conversation for us to glaze over some shit and not address the shit that I got questions on, and then we can get to a point where we can agree to disagree and talk about ozone. But I can't sit on a platform or sit in a motherfucker's face and not hash out some shit, because if I see you as a man, just like you, boss, you know what I'm saying. If I see you as a man, then we tell each other what we disagree about. We agree to disagree, or we might change what we thought or how we thought about things, and then we go about our fucking day. It ain't like you can't just ignore that shit. How we gonna be? How you just ignore that shit? Like, yo, you said some shit and then you went back on your word, and I'm supposed to fuck with you like we best friends?
mm-hmm.
I don't know how that shit work. How does he conduct himself doing that? That shit just seems weird to me. So that's why I say it's just things that he need to speak up for, because like when it come down to you, I want to ask him. So where did you think the actual stolen money came from, or where now, knowing what you know now, where do you think the money was coming missing? Because your source that was reiterating that the money was coming missing probably was doing that to misdirect them taking money. Now that you know what you know now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like
But
people like
people don't even they. I'm sorry to cut you off again, but that's like motherfuckers on the news. When they report that this person was this and arrested for this and has allegations for this and shit, and then when it come down that your homeboy wasn't even arrested for half that shit they talking about, or they dropped half that shit. Excuse me. They don't update them. Excuse me. They don't update their ass. They don't say shit. What up, though,
yeah,
Troy? So that's what I'm feeling about, like, as far as that situation goes. Like he just gonna roll past his mistakes and just be like, "Yeah, we supposed to be cool because we melanated. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to do backdoor shit, and then y'all supposed to be all right with it." Fuck, don't nobody backdoor me. I think it would be racist if I allowed you to backdoor me and nobody else, no other race to backdoor me. Nobody backdoors me, right? And then I can be loyal to you, and then loyal to who's loyal to me. But nobody backdoors me first off and foremost.
yeah, man.
But that was crazy. I did check out a little bit of his life. That's how I found out yesterday that I couldn't chat. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, I
I
ain't
didn't
gonna
want to say nothing.
lie.
I just wanted to say shalom.
I thought I was still blocked because the last time me and OC talked, I want to say it was on the phone, and I cussed him out too. Uh, sure did. Like I don't know. Then he started like the way he was talking. I'm like, OC, OC, OC. Like
Mhm.
I will. I'm the type. Just because you're bald headed, smack him. I'll leave a handprint on the top of your head because I would smack the shit out of your bald head. You know,
I
for
heard
real.
he was like Ti size. My homeboy told me that he was like Ti size, like he was like 5'4.5" and shit.
Yeah, he
I'm
was
like, for
talking.
real, he like a little Plies Junior.
Oh shit.
But I ain't want to, like I said, I'm not trying to attack him personally, but I feel like I was attacked personally on the platform and that he allowed. So that's why I wanted to talk to him like offline.
Yeah, he'll tell me. See me. I've had to use other numbers and shit to get a hold of him because the numbers he did know that I had, he just wouldn't. He wouldn't answer them. He's blocked them before. So as soon as he answers, I'll be like, um, "You don't gotta hang up." I said, "I figured we could talk like men about that bullshit you was talking about." And
Hmm.
like what, like the last time that I talked to him, so I was talking shit. I'm sitting there talking. I'm telling him what it is that the issue I got. So then I'm like, "Hello," because so I look at the phone. I see he's still on there. I said, hey, bitch. I know you hear me fucking talking, right?"
That nigga trying to find the record button on your.
This motherfucker gonna say that I guess he got tired of me talking shit. So he was like, "Bruh," like he was like, "You're still on here?" He was like, "I'll put the phone down to go do something else," and I came back and you're still talking shit. And I'm like, "Yeah." And yeah, I told him he's a bitch for
Man,
the phone down trying
man,
to.
I don't want to say what I want to say. What I want to say is, man, me and we need to. I need to, like I said, I need to highlight them. I definitely need to know where Remy at though. A little plies. Hey, Pat Tyler. Hey, man. Hey, how'd your first batch go before you disappeared? How'd your first batch go? How them ladybugs work? My fault.
You good?
But yeah, man. That motherfucker right there, dog. We gotta talk about something. But to go back to where you was trying to go before though about Ozone, man. I wish him the best. I still pray for him. Um, and shoot, if there's a real way that I can help him, like even if we talk offline about some shit like we was doing before, if there's a real way that I can help him, shit, I'm like I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. I ain't the wealthiest person in the world, but shit, I'm down to put on it because I would want somebody to do it for me. I don't care. See, even if I was in that predicament and it was an anonymous person, I wouldn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd be thankful. I fucking kiss the earth outside of outside of that place. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm being held captive. And for sure. And I'll walk in the light that everybody believes I'm gonna be in. So as far as her talking about, speaking greatness into other black men, I definitely believe that that's a great young black man right there that has a potential of being great. And if we don't do something about it, um, his greatness is gonna be snuffed out like so many other people held in captivity right now. So, like I said, I do agree. Like King T was like, I do agree where she coming from, but her wording is not how we speak to each other, and that's where she's failing at, is how we communicate to each other. And if she learns how to translate her words more better, I promise you, she probably will. See, that's the thing. Steve Harvey fucked females up when it said thinking like a man. It should be more so talking like a man. If you learn how to communicate with other men, you'll flow through things a lot more. Thinking like a man don't necessarily, a lot of things that people think ain't what they say. You know what I mean? So like just because I might think something about somebody or think that something is a good idea might not necessarily be a good idea. But to for back to the Ozone situation though, I like I said, I wish him the best, and we need to do some more emotion need to be added, and instead of him just sitting in front of a screen um saying, I'm looking for these people that's on my chat to donate. Man, you went from thousands of people on your channel when you went live to 86, 98. Um, you hit different. You're not the whoop no more. You know what I mean? So um, I
Mm-hmm.
ain't fucking with the WAP right now. So yeah, I'm not fucking with that nigga's not whooping. Man. So if anything, he should be trying to slide over here for some motion. But ooh shit! I just read the chat.
Yeah, no,
Ooh shit! Hey man, hey, you know how to replicate the system now, so you are good now. You know how to rinse, wash, repeat, or whatever they call that shit. Yeah, yeah. Do that shit over and over again. You'll be just right. But yeah, yeah, we gotta do something. We gotta think of something. But I'm gonna do some digging myself about newer information. Next time I hop on this platform, I will have some more information. Not that I haven't been looking, it's like I haven't been actively asking, around the spider web.
hmm yeah, me too. It was just I don't know. I just been thinking about that. Like, okay, so which I understand. Like, we may not even hear uh his. I mean, I know we're not gonna hear the real defense, but I'm just curious, like, how he's gonna come at it because yeah, there's a lot of people that say, okay, well, if he was to have done that, it's self defense. He had the right for self defense, but you know, um, I'm wondering is he just gonna be like, no, because we didn't see no gun. So if he didn't have no gun, then I mean, of course, he shouldn't say it was self defense. Should just stay with I didn't do shit at all. But I'm curious, because honestly, as far as me speaking on it, I mean, we may not.
Without getting in too many details in the case, like if they don't have, like what you were saying, if they don't have him dead to rights, he should never, agree to that even I don't want, like I said, I don't want to talk too much about the case, but putting a gun in his hand, if they don't have proof that he had a weapon in his hands, I don't think that I would agree to anything that they believe or think that possibly could happen. So I hope that the defense is disagreeing with everything and demanding immediately release or bond because they have only fucking conjectural information and nothing of it is solid fact. Everything is strung together. Nobody, like I said, I don't want to get into too many details on the parts that I already know. So I was just saying, like, I don't believe in just um I don't think this ain't no police situation. I think they gonna have to go through the information. That's what I believe. And I would like to go back to the specific point of why was I being bothered in my backyard anyways? Why was I being bothered in my driveway, anyways?
Hmm. I really want to know, like,
Why was I being bothered on my property, anyways? Why should I be? Why should I be told what to do as a man on my property at any point in time if I wasn't doing anything wrong? I'm sitting in my whip right now. I'm about to go to the store. I need some essentials. But anyways, I'm sitting in my car right now. If somebody was to approach me right now and tell me I gotta sit in my car, that's gonna make me want to get out of my car. The fuck you mean? Like what? Like you sound crazy. Now you just taking all my freedoms away, and my keys ain't even in this motherfucker. This is not a traffic stop. You ain't turn your lights on. You walked up to me, type shit. And now I'm like I said, not to get into too many details, but there's a lot of things like I said at the beginning of the interaction before we even focus on the end of that. The I want to focus on the cause, not just the effect. Like on this part, everybody want to just um, focus on the back end, and I'm like, no, we need to go back to the front end of this first, and realize like how many rights were being constricted and constrained from a person at this point in time right here, and not even initiating that um detainment or anything like that. So I was still moving as a free citizen. I never knew that I dumped to slavery in 20 seconds. But yeah, man, like I said, I wish him the best. That shit bothers me. I be thinking about it a lot. I be saying like this shit crazy. Shit is crazy that they insinuate these things about a good brother that only promoted peace and love for his people and was just a protector, like a father is, of his people and his children. And like they threatening that. That's the president that I'm trying to get at. Um, Uh, this he's just they trying to paint an image, and there is no image to paint besides him just being a straight up father and a protector of the people that he loved and cared for. That's it. I'm not gonna give him no other names. Oh, and he like motorcycles, outdoor stuff. If y'all didn't know, he like fishing and shit. He a real Floridian, you know. And not
So,
saying that other states don't get it in. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But he's a real Floridian. So like if y'all don't know anything else about a brother, I can help you with a little bit of information. Like I said, since I'm not giving much about the damn case and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna figure out. Like I said, I'm gonna do my due diligence this weekend. I'm gonna put my fingers out there and see um, what pieces of information I can relate.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with the panel, but I mean, I'll probably say if I'm planning for a Thursday, I'll probably hit you up like on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Give you, heads up. I'll hit up a few other people
Right.
that I, I'll probably hit up a few people that I feel like knows something or should know something.
Right. That makes sense. I mean, shit. Like I said, now I might know a few people. Um, See, what would really be dope was to see if I can reach out to Spike.
To who?
You remember Spike? He out now.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's who OC was talking about. He's supposed to be having him on his show. He was like, yeah, for those that didn't know, Spite, he's out, and yeah, yeah, that would be cool, if he get to come on. Because matter of fact, like I had did one panel with him. Like I hopped on, it was with the Panthers, and or wait. No, I was supposed to be on there that night, and then I fell asleep. But then they did another one the next day, and he was already in jail.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Though I'm sitting here like if I would like for him not just for Ozone, but I would like to give him a chance to like tell his fucking story. Like I would like for him to give his perspective of what happened for him and what happened to him inside the same county because he was in the same jail as Ozone. So how
It's
are you being treated? You know what
about
I'm
on
saying? And
OCs,
I,
you know.
huh?
That probably will be talked about on OCs because
Right, but that's what I mean in the Ozone. I mean for him, hell nah. I mean I don't think OC is not really like a good interviewer because he always coming from a biased angle like an Anderson Cooper type John. Like they seem very friendly, but they have a specific area that they're trying to talk about, and they don't really want to get you off of that. As soon as you get off that, they trying to stray you back into another spot. He always trying to sway you into an area where he know he can win, so that he ain't gotta so he don't have to compete. But yeah, I'm sure he gonna let him hop on that profile. I mean on that platform though because like he a view oriented person and he love that type of clickbaity ass shit. But when it come down to the efforts, he show little small shit. But like so when he was in Africa the entire time, did he just ditch out on the kids that he been taking care of? Like not the ones, not like he has children. I'm talking about like the kids the little community thing. He got other people running in the community. I would have questions for him that maybe he hasn't answered in some of these lives. I'm just curious though. You know what I mean? Like, so what were they doing for the past 6 months while you was dusted off? Because I know a lot of people like me and others, they've been putting in work for the last 6 months, putting in work the whole COVID actually. You know what I'm saying with children in the community. But I don't like bringing up stuff like that, me personally, because I like I already told people before I got a special needs child, I got an autistic daughter, so I don't like bringing attention to some of the special events that I had. But recently, my daughter performed in the fucking the special junior Special Olympics. You know what I'm saying? And that was super dope. But I don't be trying to promote the little small things that I be doing in the community because I don't even want to. I don't know where the shade be coming from. All these people seem like they actually want things, and then when it's people that's actually doing it, they be trying to drag them through the water because they're not doing it. They not doing it to their standard at that point in time. It's like, yo, I can go relax. I fucking deal with. I can pop my shit some days because I actually do this shit. You know what I mean? And I don't think they be getting that shit. I really don't.
hell yeah, they
They
be
be
on
like,
there.
oh, since you doing this, you must not be this. It's like what? How does that add up in your head? But shit, let them motherfuckers tell it. You know, they know everything. So that's why I be saying,
Hello. Hey, Black. I don't know if you can hear me. It just kind of like you was talking and then it like went out. It's not showing that uh you're muted or nothing. Maybe it's just a service or something. Um, but I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, anybody that's on here, y'all can hit the link, you know, and I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a fuck if someone wants to say some shit like, "Oh, boss talk, you just want drama," and it is what it is. I'm cool with the positivity, and I'm also with the shit. You know, I'm definitely not ducking no fade or no debate. Uh, Nothing. You know. Uh, but like, yeah, I just seen a few people. They didn't want to mention names. I mean, don't know why they didn't want to mention names, but uh, if you think that what I'm saying about Kendig is a lie, come on here and correct me and the other people. Um, at the end of the day, uh, there's a lot of women that feel safe again, feel like they don't have to worry about him bonding out or just getting let out of jail. And y'all know me, I'm not no snitch ass motherfucker. I don't put people in jail, you know. But this is how I look at it. It's how I look at it as an adult. Cause see, back in my teens and early 20s, like right before I had uh my first kid, you know, that like you really be real with yourself. Okay, if you're wanting to handle a situation, in my opinion, there's only two ways to handle it: legally or illegally. Um, uh, Already, Pat. Yeah, have a good one, bro. And yeah, I'll try not to. You know, I can't promise it. You know, but yeah, I'd be hurting their feelings. You know, because but a lot of them they be thinking I can punch them through the motherfucking camera. So a lot of them, I don't know, they be acting scary as fuck. But um, yeah, like and if y'all don't do me like last time because I ain't gonna do it like last time. I literally was on here and it was like two, maybe close to three, and I was like, well, uh, I really don't have a whole lot more to talk about or that I really like want to talk about, and I was like, I could see no one's wanting to hit the link, so it's getting late. So because I had a lot of shit to do the next day, and I was tired as fuck the next day for real. But that's on me, you know. I'm grown. I could have just been like, no, I'm not gonna let you hit the link. I gotta get off here. But yeah, I just seen a motherfucker want to come up in here and try to take up for Kendig, and I'm like, hold up. If you're really a woman, any woman out there, it's like, how can you take up for a deadbeat, a dude that has beat up multiple women, stalked women, all this extra shit. And you know, his aunt, she made a video and she's like, why do people keep dwelling on his past? See that? Okay, look, y'all. Okay. Someone's past to me would be like me, like back whenever I was a teenager and shit. Back whenever I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I did all that. But regardless, everything that I did, I still did that. And it, you know, made certain people not like me or like me. Think about the people that got life in prison, that's been in there for 30 to 40, 50 years. When they did the homicide, that was the past. So let's come on, y'all. Let's be real. And to Kendig's aunt, when you say y'all keep bringing up his past like he can't change. People can change, but the people that are in jail and shit for raping kids, if they've been in there for a long time, that was their past. So because that was their past, it's okay. It's just we should just be like, oh, everything's good. So you're telling me a motherfucking rapist, a serial rapist that raped a bunch of kids, goes to jail and gets out. You're gonna tell me if he said, because oh man, this shit right here is creepy. Perverts. You just got to think of the situations. Perverts. What do you what type of jobs do you think a pervert would do so that they could be around kids? Probably be a teacher, or do the seasonal job as being fucking Santa Claus. Because what do they get to do? They get to have a kid sit on their lap. A lot of y'all motherfuckers need to think about that shit when around Christmas time when y'all want to go have pictures with Santa. You don't know who the fuck is under that mask. You don't. I think it's crazy that they even made that a thing. Like, why can't you just walk up on the fake Santa Claus or whatever, and why do you got to sit in his lap? Now, of course, there's good people out there that's just doing it because they want the kid to feel like they're meeting Santa Claus or whatever. The world the country is way too big, and that shit just someone tries to say y'all won't let him, or y'all keep bringing up his past, y'all won't let him become better. Okay, he can become better, but everything that we're finding out about this bitch made motherfucker Kendig is that he has not changed. The last time he was in jail, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I really did, y'all. Even though me and him had our issues, I was like, look, anybody that says they're a man or a woman of God, and they like, I understand we're all sinners, but the way he was doing it was as if he was like, look, y'all, I done changed my life. I love God. I'm trying to be, peaceful with people. There was one day where I was gonna do a show, and he had just got out, and I was gonna call him out, talk that shit. My spirit wouldn't let me because I'm like, man, I'm a man of God. I believe in God. So I felt weird even thinking about trying to talk down on a dude that's trying to do better, that's trying to get close with God. So I was like, I can't do it, and I didn't. I spoke about a situation, him getting out, but come at him in a negative way. Uh, what's good, Richard Neal Bay, S, Peace Love 54. What's good with it, y'all? What's good? Um, but yeah, look, I get it. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera off just for a second, but I get it. Y'all want to have faith, and y'all want to have hope for anybody that y'all love that's locked up. I understand y'all don't want them behind bars. Behind bars is not the place to be. It ain't. You know, even when you know that person is guilty, you still don't want them behind bars. You still want to keep saying free them, let them out and shit. I understand that shit. Trust me. But Kendig has not changed. He only gives a fuck about himself. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck if anybody wants to say, oh, Boss Talk, you always talk about Kendig. You can't do a show without talking about him. He's the like you ain't shit without him, like people were saying last show. Bruh, I haven't really talked about him in a cool minute. The only reason I am is because new information has came out about him. Him being moved to a federal facility, aka a prison. He is no longer in Bullitt County, where the initial charge where he spit on the judge and fought with the COs and shit, which in Kentucky it's the same as fighting a cop. So, you know, and like I said, any motherfucker that threatens my kids, it's fucking for life. Delta, fuck them for life. Motherfucker threatened my kids multiple times. He actually threatened my kids more than Kendig did. You know, but Delta's a little bitch. You know, he's one of them buff motherfuckers, but he's like 5'5", you know, 5'4", 5'5", you know what I'm saying? Um, and I've said so many times, he can't fuck with me. But people think, oh, Delta's so buff and all this, so they, you know, that throws them off and it makes them think that he can fuck with me, you know. You got abducted. But to the people that's like, man, I trust me. I understand if y'all want me to do certain shows where I'm talking about positive shit or trying to do something for like the good in the community, like trying to help somebody, like what I was doing with the Ozone or something like that. But the fucking weird woman that wanted to come on my show the other night and say, you need to get back, basically trying to say I need to go back to my roots, get back to my roots and do what I was doing when I first started YouTube. And it's like, these motherfuckers weren't here at the beginning of when I started doing this. When I started doing YouTube, I did not start this. I didn't even know who Ozone was at that time. You know, I wasn't doing any of that. Matter of fact, when I first started doing YouTube, I was kind of wanting to do stuff, current events, talk about and react to shit that was going on around the country or world, you know? And then basically because I would talk about random shit, it that's kind of what it was about. It was like, well, and that's where I came up with on this show Anything Goes, because I was every show it was almost about something different. And then of course it got to where I started exposing people like Taharka Bay. I started exposing his fucking punk ass, you know. And even with me having like 400 to 600 subscribers, I was making noise. I was making this fucking turtle head Franklin looking motherfucker. I had him hot. Like, he didn't want to give me no clout, I guess you could say, even though the right people was watching my videos, but he didn't want to mention my name on his show, so he would just be like, yeah, this little podcast guy out there, that's lying on my name because I was saying that he was a child abuser. Because um and he wants to say, but did I get charged with it? See, the reason he was never charged with it was simply because his baby mom didn't show up to court. But she didn't show. She let it be known in like I've already shown the her statements and shit before. She was afraid that he was gonna do worse than the stuff that he had already done, like beating her up and shit like that. So I'm sure she didn't show up to court because she thought, okay, if I put him in jail or whatever, when he gets out, he's gonna do worse than what. So that's all it was. It wasn't that he didn't do it. It was just his baby mom was afraid, and uh, unfortunately, she's she passed away, and this is crazy. He knows, you know. But yeah, I don't like a motherfucker when they want to sit here and say, uh, y'all keep you bringing his past and using his past against him. It's like, bruh, if you're facing charges, you can't sit here and be like, oh, well, because, like, for example, Ozone situation. That happened, back in 2021? It's 2023. So he still hasn't been charged. So as you see, shit takes time. Yes, it would be nice to be like, well, that was Ozone's past. So put it behind him, just just take him out of jail. That would be nice, but that's not how the world works. So to the people out there like Kendig's aunt and to anyone else that follows Kendig, you can't just be sitting here talking about, oh, y'all keep using his past against him and bringing it up, and saying, look, of course he's gonna tell y'all that he's trying to do things to better himself. This motherfucker is a narcissist for real. He's great at lying, and he's King Bridge Burner. He really is. He is the king at that. The motherfucking king. Like, he wants to sit here and the public defender that he has, I want to say, like his most recent public defender, he says, and I don't know how true this is. I haven't seen anything about it, but I don't believe it's true because, all right, he says that the public defender that was defending him got busted for bringing in drugs into the jail. So then I'm like, okay, so when you say busted, did he get charged? And then like the next 20 seconds out, he goes, but you know how Bullitt County is. They're just gonna say that the cameras wasn't working, and that way that he covers his ass. And it's like, okay, so see right there, no, there's no proof, which means he wants to say he got busted. If he got busted is busted, So if he got caught with it, he would have got in trouble. That's him if that even happened. So if he's not in trouble, then that's not busted, dumbass. He didn't get busted. If that's the case, if he really did brought drugs in there, I just think he knew he was about to get transferred, and they weren't gonna allow him to let anyone know he was being transferred, because I mean a lot of places won't let people know that you're being transferred, because let's be real, think of all the times where people have been transferred and someone tried to make up a plan to break them out of prison, you know. So they try to do it in the wee hours of the night, where nobody knows. And yeah, I want to say I put because Kendig's aunt was mad that she wasn't the first one to put the information out. She goes, "Trust me, anything that y'all need to know, y'all will hear from me first. Don't listen to nobody else." And it's like, I didn't lie, you know. And by the way, to the person talking about climate change killed Tupac, uh, he ain't dead, and like you're on some weird shit. If you would like, you can hit the link, you know. Which of course everything about like your title, everything you just said was of course trolling. But yeah, if you want to sub, go ahead and sub. Uh, if not, I won't lose any sleep. I'll sleep like a baby tonight. Might have a couple bad dreams, but I swear I'll sleep like a baby. Well, you know, just like you believe Tupac is probably dead, right? You have that right to believe that, just like I have the right to believe he's alive. Also, my dog, like my pet, Tupac, right? So, yeah, he's up in there breathing. I mean, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of why I think Tupac is alive or whatever, because it's just a lot. And um, you gotta you just gotta know some shit to really understand where I'm coming from. There's just a lot of shit out there, you know, which I could speak on it, but to the world that don't really know, they don't understand that faking your death when you have money is very easy. All you see, a lot of people don't know, when a person dies, you only need two things. One, you need a cop. Second, you need a coroner. See, I've been in small towns where I've had to help put a body in a body bag, right? Because it was somebody that I knew, and I had to see it for myself. Like, nah, there's no way that they're dead. So I show up to see for myself, and the coroner was also I don't know if it was a sheriff or just a regular cop, can't remember, but yes, like basically there's only one cop on duty in that small town, right? So that motherfucker was the coroner and the fucking cop or whatever, or sheriff, whatever you want to call it. So he's a 2-in-1. But most of the time they'll have to have the coroner to pronounce him dead, and then pretty much the cop to witness it. But this person I know, the family member and the cop / coroner was trying to put him in the body bag, but he was. I mean, this guy, he's like 6'3", 6'4", and yeah, he's probably in the 300s. So he was super heavy. Like they couldn't get him in, and of course they didn't want to drop his body on the ground, because he died on the bed. So they basically was trying to just kind of roll him over into the bag. So basically, once we got him in, carrying him out was heavy as fuck. But uh, yeah. So if you know one a crooked cop, if you know, like I said, if you got money, you could pay a coroner and be like, hey, if you show up and you say that yeah he was dead or whatever, then boom, you can get you can get on a helicopter, go to a country, a non-extradition country, right? And then boom, you're good. You know, if you plan this for a while, you can start, because of course, if you die, they're going to probably shut down your accounts and shit's just not going to work the way you want it to work. So that's why you plan this shit maybe for as long as you can. That way you can get as much cash put away as possible or put in other accounts for you and for in other people's name that know that you're going to fake your death, all that shit. So yeah, it's very possible. I mean, shit. You got the government, the FBI and shit. That when you go into like a for real protective custody and shit, they can get you fake names and shit. And if you live in California, they can be like, well, we're gonna send him all the way across the country to Maine. You know, and you change everything. If you have long hair, you do the opposite. Go bald or make your hair real short. If your hair has been short the whole time, then you're about to grow your hair out and you're going to become a different person. Um, and if you had tattoos, well, you're going to get a tattoo to cover that tattoo up so that no one knows. Just different shit. I mean, it don't take a whole lot. So I'm just curious, to the person's the climate change that killed Tupac person. So you said that you was just scrolling lives. So this is just a live that just randomly popped up. Like you don't know anybody that knows of me. Like is this just a complete random page that you just clicked on? Because I know that yeah, you can click the little live tab and you can scroll and yeah, you can just run into a live you've never even seen or a person you've never even heard of. So okay. Well, on this show, like right now, of course, it's definitely what do you call it? It's definitely a slow night because I'm normally or I used to be consistent as fuck, but then I took like a month vacation type of thing. Like I took off for I wasn't on here for like a month, and on YouTube that's what it takes is consistency. You know, it's just what it is. So I'm trying to get back in that groove. Um, yeah, I don't care about clout either. It's just Um, yeah, when you do this shit, you get regulars, subscribers, people that will watch your show every time, and whatever it is that you're talking about, and the people that watch you and like watching you, eventually they start getting to where they're like, oh, okay. So, like, for example, say if I update people on certain shit, that's what they expect. There's times where I might speak on something and it's new news to them. So, um, that's crazy. They keep recommending that. Um, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I need to start doing my lives a little earlier. I need to start doing my homework too, cause I used to be updated like a motherfucker, pretty much on the small little YouTube streets of the people that the small amount of people that I kind of was tuned in with, um, like me exposing DOA for being a federal confidential informant. Um, you know, people wonder why I even speak on him, and it's like, bruh, big reasons because he fucking tries to. I mean, he thinks that he's fooling people. He's going to these fucking protests, and he is a confidential informant, and I'm trying to help people uh, from getting, you know, fucking set up by him. Like, I don't fuck with snitching. I don't fuck with the snitches. So yeah, if I can help somebody from getting in trouble, or kind of let them know, hey y'all need to be careful because this motherfucker is, you know, is an FBI informant, confidential informant. You said how much does it cost you for a wrench? Well, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't know you. First of all, it would take me getting to know you. One, it would be nice to I don't mind giving wrenches out to certain people. Like, everyone on here has a wrench for a different reason. I've given wrenches to people that I really don't know nothing about, but I'm a pretty good judge of character, and uh like I gave a wrench to a person that was almost like literally every time I went live, it's the second I went live, they were there within 5 seconds and they watched the entire live. So I'm like, well, if they're gonna be in the comments the whole time, they deserve a wrench. If they're gonna watch me every video, they deserve it. And then I gave it to some homies, uh, different reasons. But I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, you couldn't just be like, oh, here's $100. Uh, can I get a wrench? Because you already know with a wrench that comes with abilities to be able to block certain people, delete comments, and you know, I ain't trying to cause I got haters, I got enemies upon this bitch, people that don't like me. Not saying that you're one of them, but I'll be a fool just to give somebody a wrench just because they're like, here's some money. And then they end up being an op or a cop. Yeah. Let's get some people hit the link. Let's get this motherfucker cracking. A lot of the times, y'all, I swear, I've said it a few times in the past before, like, I could be on here for a couple hours and then out of nowhere, 5, 6 people hit the link. For sure, JB, it was good. No, we definitely went and banned JB. I'm gonna just call you Climate because the rest of the shit, like I said, I don't agree with. But why don't you hit the link? Like, come up and chop it up. Anybody else that's on here watching, because I mean, of course, not everybody is commenting, but um, you know, y'all don't got to turn your camera on. That used to be a requirement to hit the link. You had to turn your camera on just because. I guess you could say I was still learning how this shit worked. Um, so I felt like, no, you want to talk to me, you gotta show me who you are because my camera would be on. So, but then there was a lot of people that that subscribed to me that was cool with me. That was like, I really want to come on, but I don't want to show people who I am. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Y'all don't have to turn y'all's camera on. And then when I did that, so many more people would hit the link. I'm like, damn. Trust me. Trust me. There's been see over here, we don't, this is a rated R, sometimes rated X show. You know, we grown up over here. Like, this ain't even really 18 and up. This is really 21 and up type shit. You know, like, people be on here. I got this one hater. He's a fucking alcoholic. So, you say you're too effed up to get on cam, bro. There's a hater. I mean, you can't get any more drunk if that's what you mean by effed up. Like, trust me. There's people that come on my show. They all have their own choice of how they relax for nightcaps, or you know what I'm saying, some drink, some smoke, cigarettes, weed, no matter, you know. Now it's mostly, of course, it is all the legal shit mostly. I've never had anyone come on here smoking crack, so um, yeah, I've only had people on here drinking, smoking, and that's about it. But that would be pretty crazy if someone hit the link and was talking and uh, put a rock in in their crack pipe and start smoking. That shit would be pretty comical. Let's go, y'all. Let's get some people hit the link. Let's get this shit jumping. That way, I mean, like I said, I always say it would be nice to meet some new people, you know, but or somebody that hasn't been on in a while. Already. Nah, when you go through StreamYard and shit, people can't see your shit. But um you don't gotta hate. It's actually 18 people on here, not three. Three is a single digit. I'm in double digits, homie. I'm a double digit guy, you know. But every so often I'm a triple digit. Y'all feel? You don't gotta hate. You don't gotta hate. You said, well, F that then? Are you wanting people to get your info? What I'm saying is, no one can get your shit. Like, it's not like that. Like, when you come on, it would just be whatever name you wanted to put, and that's it. No one can, like, do shit with my guests. Like, you know? Like, put it this way, hitting the link, in my opinion, if you just hit the link, you're more safe than commenting. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, people can get, IP addresses and shit like that just from your comment. You know, I mean, not even just that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You don't even have to comment. If somebody knows your page, um, there's just people out there that are, I mean, shit. There's hackers. There's people that are good with this shit. So, with me, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that's like, oh, I know where Boss Talk is, but there's um, there's certain shit that you can do to where you can fake where you're at. If you're in Minnesota, you can say that you can have it set up to where it shows that you're in Houston, you know? Not for free though. You can't do it for free. And honestly, y'all will have to find that game out for yourself. I'm not that type shit. I'm not gonna give that type of game, even though you think I would, just because it's that it would help people from getting hacked and shit like that. But I just feel like if that's really something that you're worried about, you'll you'll look into not only look into that, you'll make it happen. And plus, I don't want motherfuckers knowing my ideas, or you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I like to keep people guessing. No telling. What I know of about Tupac is where he probably could have went when he first left America. But since then, since his so-called, let's say, just say since 1996, he became even more famous. Therefore, he became even more richer. And there's no telling where he's at. He could have started in Cuba and then went to Malaysia or any of the other extradition countries, and is living his best life. You just gotta do your homework. So when you do your homework, that shit hit different. When you do your homework, like I said, when you do your homework and that shit hit different, you may see some shit that make you want to fucking make you bug the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That shit make you bug the fuck up. Certain shit. Like I'm one in a couple people, especially ain't never been on here. Hit the link. I don't bite. I always say, and for the people that might be on here that don't know how I am respectful until I'm disrespected. It's a little saying I say here and there, but it seems like I gotta say it every so often to let people, because I don't know. There's new people that come on all the time, and then they may not ever come back. But if they come back and they don't know the way I am. I don't tolerate any disrespect. Like, we can debate, like, agree to disagree, but we can also agree respectfully. Like saying, yeah, you can, that's your opinion, you got yours, I got mine. But when a motherfucker starts getting all hateful and shit like that, you're not gonna get a nice person from me. You'll get cussed out or some shit. And I'm meaning male or female. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe that a man should hit a woman, but I also don't believe a woman should hit a man either. But shit, I believe any one of them can get cussed out. You know, if you're in a if you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, or I'll just say if you're in a relationship, married, whatever, everyone done pretty much had an argument. One of them arguments where y'all might cuss each other out. I remember y'all know how it is when y'all first start dating somebody and that first argument is kind of like, damn, like, especially if y'all only been dating for like a month or two. I was like, damn, the argument kind of got bad, like, and you'd be wondering, damn, is that gonna like make us break up? You know, but that shit happens. No, I don't recall Black getting hate. He didn't get hateful at all. Actually, he said, um, "You would know if you actually paid for a VPN." I mean, hey, I can't, I can't make nobody subscribe. You know, but what I also don't do is, I may say, all right, y'all go subscribe, hit the thumbs up or whatever. But if a person doesn't, they don't. I can't be mad at that. So I can't be mad. I won't be mad at you if you sub. If you sub, I'll salute it. But I also respect it too if you don't want to sub because I mean I don't subscribe to everybody either. You know, so I mean, I promise you, if you don't sub, because we don't know each other, you'll still sleep good tonight, and so will I. But if you sub, you might just like this motherfucking shit, or you might meet somebody on here that you like, and because there's a few people that watch my shit, um, and you might like their channel more than mine. That's fine. I probably won't subscribe to you as well. I mean, I know you only have 2 subscribers without. Well, you don't have any content, but so I'm assuming it's probably your accounts that are subscribed to your channel or whatever. But yeah, that's fine. I ain't mad. Trust me, there's a lot of people that comment that don't subscribe to my channel. For real. No hard feelings. You know. No, I'm just making a example. Like, you said you probably won't sub to me, and I'm saying, well, I understand because I mean I probably won't sub to you as well, just because one, I don't know you. Um, 2, I don't know you. 3, I don't know if you're a person that I want to hang out with. 4, I don't know if you're a person that I want to hang out with. 5, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 6, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 7, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 8, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 9, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 10, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 11, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 12, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 13, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 14, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 15, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 16, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 17, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 18, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 19, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 20, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 21, I don't know if you're a person that I want to talk to. 22, I you also don't have any content, like any videos up for me to check it out to see if I even fuck with it or not, you know. Because everybody starts off somewhere, literally. Like, you start off with 0 subscribers, and yeah, anybody, literally anybody can fucking make their own show. All it takes is consistency, regularly posting. The first time I used to only do um like pre-recorded videos, and then I'd post them. But that shit if I did a 20-minute video, that shit would take like 5 or 6 hours to load and post on YouTube. So I was like, man, I'm gonna try this live shit. But see, before I learned how to really do this live shit, like, and talk to people on live, it was a little hard because I had to learn how to control what I said. Cause me, I'm gonna say what I said, what I feel, you know, like in person. If I know you ain't recording me or ain't got no wires, you'll hear some crazy shit come out my mouth. Some real deal shit that be like, oh yeah, boss is with the shit. Like, he's always with the shit. He is no bitch. But on here, I gotta kind of switch it up a little bit because there's too many fucking fake ass people that want to call the cops on you and see you in jail, and all because they're afraid for no reason. I can't slap you through the fucking camera. I'm not out here trying to pull up on people at their crib. Like, that was the old me. You know, I'm all defense now. I'm all defense. If I get in a fight, a shootout, it's gonna be because self defense. Like, I'm only doing shit that I know I'm gonna be able to get away with. You know, as far as self defense, it ain't against the law to cuss a bitch out. Well, I appreciate the sub, but like I said, it's a slow night, very slow night. My chat is it's just one of them nights where it's just a chill night. Cause trust me, my chat is lit. And I'm not just saying that because it's my show. Like, not dead ass. My motherfucking chat is lit. You know. And if you subscribe, one day you'll see for yourself. You know. There's only 18 people in here. One day you'll be like, oh shit. You'll be like, oh shit. This motherfucking I mean, it'd be moving so not as fast like a million subscriber type of show, but it'd be moving so fast that I can't keep up with reading everything while talking. So I miss a lot of people's comments, you know. But that's normally when there's probably like 190 people in this bitch. Shit, that might even happen even when there's 70 people in here. It just depends on the topic. But you gotta understand, I took like a month off of doing this shit, so I'm really only doing this to try to start getting back in a habit of going live. You know, when I came on here, I did not have in mind topics to talk about. I just came on here and was like, let me speak on this real quick. You know, but yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm I try to tell people. Some people really think I do this shit for money. I don't do this shit for money. I don't. I'm the type that, like, I'm my own boss. I don't need to do this for money. I have made money on here. I'm not gonna sit here and say I haven't. Made a couple dollars, few dollars or whatever off AdSense, but mainly it's like I made money on super chats here and there, or Cashapp donations or whatever. But that's not a regular thing. I don't come on here expecting, oh, let me go live so I can make $500 or 50. Hell no. Like, dead ass, I have not had 1 cent come in today, and I'm not mad at that. Tell me what's good. Hey, if you ain't busy, uh you should hit the link. I don't think, I'm not sure. I don't think me and you have ever talked. We might have, but um yeah, I figured, because I'm trying to have some people come up on this motherfucker and let's get this shit jumping, you know. But yeah, I ain't coming with no drama. It's really mutual enemies that I was gonna speak on, or mutual. I really wouldn't call them enemies because it's not like I'm going after these motherfuckers. Like, you know, there's mutual people we don't like. You know, yeah. I'm trying to think. Have we? I think we. I don't know if we had if we've got to ever talk like on here. Kind of tell me. I kind of want to. Well, one for sure. Talk to you about what's his name? Shit. Oh wait, actually, you're a different Tommy, because I just clicked your page. You're a different Tommy. But either way, real shit. Um, you said sniping. Who you mean? I I'm pretty sure, cause yeah, you was definitely the um like just curious, Tommy. Cause I think I've seen you in my comments before. I know for sure you never hit the link. I thought you was a different Tommy, but um, just curious how you found my channel. I think it might be because of certain people that might be subscribed to me that subscribe to you, possibly. I I can't remember, because I know for sure. I don't know if it's maybe WYSIWYG, but I'm like looking at, because yeah, I've actually watched. Oh, Ant. So hold on, do you like Ant, or support Ant, or you don't? And by the way, like, so like, cause yeah, I've watched. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch all of it. It was kind of a long show, but like, bro, it looks like you work for like a fucking real media company. Like, look, y'all, like, so check it out. Like, All right, so you see the behind them all those like cameras and shit. Well, not cameras, but screens. And it's like different videos and shit of different shit. First of all, no, this ain't a 1776 um stream. What it is I have a lot of people that don't like me, and it's some people are from the 1776 that don't like me, um, and there's people that might be from the 1776 that watch me because I've talked shit about people that they don't like as well. I don't. Uh, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and like talk someone into staying and watching my show or subscribing. I mean, I'm just not like I'm not hungry for that. Like, uh, it's just yeah. We all have people that we support. We all have people we don't like, and it also happens like the shit. There's people that we watch that we don't like, so we kind of it's the small world, you know. Uh, when did I say 1776? When did I say that? That's what's up, Tommy. Yeah, yeah, I feel you. Honestly, your show seems like it's like you're a news person, news type of guy. But what the fuck? But yeah, I don't know where you heard 1776 because that never came out of my mouth. Yeah, it's kind of silly, you know. Like, see, a lot of people they get confused because bruh, I've had all walks of life in my comments. I've had all walks of life watching my show, but that doesn't mean that's what I fuck with or support. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you if you was doing a show and you just focus on the show, it'll go your way. But the chat definitely can make you fucking go off script, uh, piss you off just because there's so many fucking trolls. So many trolls. Like I mean, I'm trying to think. There may have been two trolls tonight on this show that I know of, you know. But it is what it is. Next show that I do, you say that my show's not a show. I mean, hey, you you have your own opinion. You know, I can't be mad at that. But um, All you gotta do, if this is the only video you've looked at, all you gotta do if you think that I'm bullshitting is go scroll through. You don't even have to watch. Just scroll through some of my old videos, recent videos. You know, uh, trust and believe 20 people being on here is because I haven't been on here in like a month. This is like my second video. I did a video Wednesday night, but I took it down because I didn't want to give this one chick any clout, you know. So I was like, nope. I just took it down, and yeah, I'm trying to get back in the groove of consistency. But hey, climate, like real shit, like you're gonna like who you like. I'm gonna like who I like, you know. Um, but I've already mentioned and said to you that I don't fuck with the 1776 shit. I mean, by now, I would think by the way I'm talking, you should know I'm not with the 1776 shit or the J6 shit. I don't agree with the J6 shit. I don't support Trump. All that shit, like, bruh. That's why I say a lot of y'all don't even know. Y'all need to go back. I got, bruh. I've had NFAC members. I've had fucking Black Panthers and Black Panther leaders on my show. So so how, that don't even mix. How can I have Black Panther leaders and other Black militia leaders on my show and just so many other shits on my show that I support, and then like someone say something about 1776, like that has been mentioned on my show because look, I have a lot of haters, you know. I know you may not think it just because it's the first time you've been on here and you probably think, oh, this guy, like you said earlier, you said something like, it is a show. Sorry. But see, okay, when you watch a show, what is it that you do? You watch it. You watch it, right? Binge watch that motherfucker, right? Whatever show that is, Breaking Bad, Ozark, um, Queen of the South, you know, you watch it. So yeah, that's why I call it a show because if a particular person or a group of people is watching, what do you call it? I guess okay. If it makes you feel better, I could call it a video. Whatever, you know. A video though would just be if I only just posted one video and that's it. But if I got a whole bunch of fucking content on here, it's a show. It's a podcast. Boss Talks Podcast. But you know, you can call it whatever you want, you know. Just as well as I can call it whatever I want, you know. No point of even debating it. Uh Tommy, you said I know you did a couple shows on Doofus, but I never did hear from Doofus. What is his reaction? All right, so um I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Doofus is afraid of me. Just to be honest. Which I've never get. Well, I've cussed him out for a good reason because me and him was supposed to be cool. I went on his show a couple times. Matter of fact, I was his first ever guest. Right? I was the first one to ever interview him on YouTube. On YouTube. Right? So yeah, I had one when me and him was kind of cool. I was like a regular on his show. So um he ended up going behind my back talking some crazy shit. So um yeah, everything that I said about Doofus, even when he first backstabbed me, and the first time I ever went off on him, I sent him like I don't remember how many voice messages, because I called him. I'm like, oh, you want to talk shit? Bet. So I called him. He didn't answer, probably because he knew what it was. So I left him some voice messages on. I used to have him on Facebook, but I took him off of that because yeah, he was just being shady. So he really won't mention my name much, but yeah, he what he was doing was he was these people were making these fake AI videos, and they were acting like GMJ, Grandmaster J, and with the AI shit, you can type out a whole paragraph, record someone's voice, and whatever it is that you typed, it's gonna say whatever you just typed in that person's voice that you just recorded. It's so simple. I mean, it's kind of crazy that it exists, but that's what AI is coming to. So they made up this fake shit, and GMJ is in jail. So there would be no way that he really is doing these interviews with Doofus. But Doofus kept putting that shit out as if it was real. And I'm like, no, like, I know how Doofus is. Doofus is kind of obsessed with GMJ. He wishes he could meet him. Uh, so when he put that out, I'm like, no, I already know you're doing this because you're trying to get clout. And I had confirmed it that it was fake, even though I already knew from the jump GMJ didn't do no damn interview with him. So when I confirmed it, I went live and I called him out. He didn't reply shit. Yeah, Doofus was definitely duped. He's gullible as fuck. See, he kind of is so obsessed, and well, I don't even know if you would call it obsessed, but he wants to meet and I guess be accepted by GMJ so bad that when somebody reached out to him acting like uh, he was GMJ's people or whatever, he took it as real. It's happened two different times. One in 2021 and one this year. He got played twice. The first time, basically, all right, the NFAC had an email address, right? These people made an email address that looked almost identical to the NFAC email address. Say, for example, if I had an email, which my email is BossTalkPodcast777 at gmail.com, right? They can make one Boss Talks Podcast 77. Instead of 3 sevens, they put 2 at gmail.com. So it still looks the exact same. It's just one number or one letter off, right? So he saw it in his email and was like, oh shit, this is the real deal. Blah, blah. So he took it. Yeah, he got played, you know? And, but he should be a little smarter than that. And because look, if it was real, if GMJ was really um, doing interviews with him, the NFAC or people that support GMJ, they would have probably gave Doofus a few thousand views because they all would have watched it. They would have been commenting, all of that shit. But that's like a telltale when everybody that well, not everybody, but when most of the people that supported GMJ was commenting, bruh, this ain't real. Uh you didn't interview him, blah blah blah. There was nobody that came out saying, "Oh yeah, this is a real one. This is a real interview or whatever." No one said that, but the people that was behind the lie. So, then it got to where the last video that Doofus did about GMJ, he said, "So this is probably gonna be the last video that I do," and he said because, basically he was saying, I mean, it was all of a front, but he said because GMJ is busy, he has other stuff to worry about, so this will probably be the last video for a while. And they made that fake AI video up simply because I was calling it out and telling people like, look, I was also showing them how it was fucking fake. So I think since they knew people was catching on and shit like that, they was like, all right, we're just gonna act like um, we can't make any more videos, or we're not gonna send any more videos to Doofus, you know. But Doofus, I don't know if he believes it today or not, if he thinks it's real. Uh, I've tried to talk to him man to man because see, he's like he said one day, he's like, uh, if y'all think that for the people saying it's fake, if y'all got proof, y'all can come on. And he was like, but I'm not gonna argue. If y'all start cussing and trying to argue, I'm gonna kick you off. And I'm like, yeah, see, he just can't handle uh, a person like me. Like when I see a person like him doing the bullshit he's doing, he deserves to be cussed the fuck out. Straight up. And that's not what he wants. He wants to say shit like, oh, I'm not for the drama. But if you go on his show, he likes to talk about and show a lot of drama. You know? When they made that fake AI, the AI voice that they used, they made it talk shit about me. Right? It was like 2 videos where it was basically just talking shit about me in the video, right? In the fake AI. And you could tell Doofus was like into it. He's like, y'all listen to this. Y'all got to hear this. So I don't know. I wish he would fucking. I've told a few people that are moderators to him. I've commented on his shit. Just be a fucking man and do a show with me. Uh, if it starts getting too hectic, all you got to do is click the fuck off. But at the beginning, I feel like I'm gonna be super professional and state all the fucking facts and just let it be known that or show him that he's a fool, that he's a fool, and that he got played. He's just too gullible. He's too damn gullible. And then with me, I would send like with me talking shit to him. I'm simply just defending my damn self, replying. And then I get so many people that want to talk about he has cancer. He's an old man. First of all, the people that I know that have cancer or have ever had cancer, they went through chemo and they didn't have hair. He has a head full of fucking hair. You know, which I know not everybody does chemo and shit, but from what I heard is that his cancer is gone. So what did he do to get rid of the cancer? If he didn't do chemo or radiation, so climate. So earlier you said that, which is still very possible, that you found my channel just from scrolling through the live. It seems to me that um, there's possibly some people that are shows, channels, whatever you want to call it, that you may watch that has either watched my show uh, or have been on my show, or I've been on theirs, or maybe we've talked shit to each other, something like that. That's kind of what it seemed like. I didn't think it was just super random. I just, that's just kind of how it works most of the time. I know you could get recommended to somebody completely random, but normally when people come over here, it's not random. It's because they've either watched me before, or there's uh, other people they watch that are somehow linked to me in some way, good or bad. You know. Anybody gonna hit the link? I mean, I wouldn't mind staying on here a little longer, but trying to have some people come on here and occupy myself, give me something else to think about or talk about. I'm gonna get back to the days where, even though it was kind of hard to deal with, but when there's like 8 people on this motherfucker, or 10, the whole fucking screen full of people. It's whenever it's that full, honestly, almost every time, it's hard to fucking control. I mean, I could control it by muting people or putting them in the green room, but uh, when there's so many people on here, like 10 to max, and not everybody has the same viewpoints, they're not gonna give each other the respect they deserve. So people's gonna be talking over each other, and man, them shits that I used to do a while back, man. I used to just have to kick their asses off, mute them. Mm-mm. Yeah, so this shit, I heard this shit the other day, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So you already know that in the past they've talked about taking like ARs and shit like that from us. All right. So apparently there's a bill or some shit that's going on, which it probably won't pass just because, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the Republicans are running the House. Uh, but yeah, anyways, apparently now if you got an AR right now, it's not gonna affect you later. But if this was to pass, which it probably isn't gonna pass, at least right now, anytime like soon. But if it ever passed, it would be horrible because basically what they're trying to do is put 1,000% tax on AR-15s or guns that are similar to that. 1,000% tax. That's just ridiculous. So if you're paying 1,000 or less, you're gonna be paying 5,000+ for a basic ass AR. Y'all know y'all can get a brand new ARs, $500-$600. I'm sure there may be some out there that's cheaper, brand new. I guess it just depends on which one you get. But and of course, yeah, they get more expensive. But 1,000% fucking that shit's fucking stupid. And you already know the average person ain't gonna be able to afford that. So yeah, if you get a gun that's $600 out the door, you will pay $6,000 with 1,000% tax on it. Wait. Yeah, that word expropriation. Um, man, boy, I swear they try to find some fucking type of way. That's so. If you don't have any ARs or any type of rifles that are similar, get it while you can. Because once you get it, it's not gonna affect you after that. But I will say, shit, it's almost like if you think of it like this, it's an investment. I mean, people that own hundreds, thousands of those types of rifles, man, can you imagine buying a gun that you paid $500-$600, and then if that shit happened, you could sell that shit even fucking used. You could, you know what I'm saying? Fucking make 10 times more than what you paid for. Yeah, I think I'm about to get off here. Cause you know, I understand everybody just want to kick back and watch videos, but shit, I guess I'm about to do the same. You know, appreciate that, K Money. Love you too. Appreciate you stopping in. For sure, for sure. And yeah, everybody else that's on here and I understand a lot of people don't want to comment because y'all don't want to get involved and shit. Cause there's weirdos on here. You know, I know. Some of us are just willing to deal with those weirdos, you know. But I totally understand why, because once you get involved in the YouTube streets, I mean, yeah, you do. It's just like getting in the streets, in the real streets. When you're involved, I mean, there's all types of shit that comes with it. Just like the YouTube streets, there's a lot of shit that comes with it. You know, you could get fucking um what's the fucking word I'm looking for? You can get striked. Motherfuckers like to try to dox people, swat people, all type of shit. You know, the YouTube streets are similar to the streets because when you think about it, like a lot of crazy shit can happen, but of course it ain't as bad as the streets. Because the streets, you got to worry about the root. Because think about all the bad shit that could happen on the internet. In the streets, you can do the internet shit and the street shit. Because let's be real, like people that's doxing and shit, they do dox just to put it on the internet. Street, oh, they gonna find your address and really do something. They ain't gonna just be like, oh, I'm gonna put their address out. They ain't gonna put shit out. They just gonna put it in their fucking whatever to find that address or whatever and really do something. They just ain't gonna come on here and be like, oh, I got this person's address. Let me put it out there to try to scare them, make them think that I know a lot about them and all this. Like, you know, to me that shit's stupid. Stupid as hell. Well, as usual, I don't know when I'll be back live. It'll just be random as fuck. Random as fuck. Let's see if anybody on here knows their shit. See, like self-defense ammo, hollows. There's all fucking types, and I love them. Like the RIP rounds, them bitches is because a lot of it's similar to a shotgun, but once it hits you, then all the little metal shards spread out. So you're gonna get a metal shard in your lungs, stomach, possibly your throat, your arm, your heart, all like it's they may one day make those illegal, but I would just say shit. While you got the opportunity, anything out there, get them. Get them. I even got like rounds from China. Like they're legal. At one time, they wasn't legal. You know, because they basically these certain rounds. Apparently, China got caught trying to directly sell ammo to gangs, right? So, yeah, I think they got banned by Bush back in 03. But they're illegal again. There's a few other companies of Chinese ammo. I think it's cool to have ammo from all over. I got ammo from all over. I got some Russian ammo, some Chinese ammo, some South Korean ammo. Motherfucking shit starts with a V. I forgot on that particular one, but you'll see that slit. I mean, she gonna open up. She gonna spread that shit open. She gonna bust that ass open. Maybe y'all know. For those that know y'all shit, maybe y'all know what the fuck that is. These right here, they're decent. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not the biggest expansion type of round, but I like the way they look. Because first of all, look at that. See that? See me, I like to shoot shit which every bullet is gonna make your gun dirty. But y'all know, the ones that know, guys, there are some dirty fucking bullets out there. That yeah. But yeah. These right here, I just like that look. I love it actually. Like, and this y'all, that's just two different kinds right there that I'm showing y'all. You said you know enough about guns that you shouldn't have one. Oh, well, that's your opinion, because luckily I'm not a felon, and that I can have one to protect myself and my family from dumb motherfuckers. But are you talking about red flag me? Red flag me. I don't give a fuck, because check it out. I can show my pistol right now. I can show my rifles right now. Because guess what? First of all, there's so many shows out there that are based on guns. So since you called me a dumb motherfucker about guns, right? Then you're a dumb motherfucker, because I guess you haven't saw that there are shows that are strictly based on guns. You ever heard of T-Rex arms? Where literally they go and just show you all types of guns. They fucking I mean, they do reviews. They go buy the brand new gun that just came out. Oh, let's unbox it, and then they go shoot their shit. Trust me, bruh. I've showed like 10, that's not, probably like five, 6, 7, 8 guns on here. Guess what? People try to be like, oh, strike his shit, strike him. You know, strike him because he showed guns, and I have a response for it every time. First of all, there's so many other videos out. Like I said, there's shows that are based on talking about ammo and guns, and they show guns, they shoot guns. All right. Also, it's America. Also, the state that I live in, I can have a gun. It's not like it's a state where you can't own a gun. So, red flag me. I literally don't care. You know. But regardless if you say cringy or not, it doesn't matter. I still can have a gun. I love it. And I love that you want to sit here and try to act like is it because I'm black? That I shouldn't have a gun? I'm just curious. You know, I don't know. You know. Just saying. Just saying. But I love it. There's a lot of people out there that hate that a nigga like me can have guns. I fucking love it. And I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's not up to you if I can have a gun or not. Guess who is up to? Me. It's up to me if I can have guns or not. It ain't up to you or a cop. It's just hey, it's in the Constitution, right? Second Amendment. That's what it's up to. And myself. You know. So yeah. Cause yeah, trust me, I've showed guns on here a couple times and was really thinking about giving game to people about guns because gun safety. Because people think that they fucking know shit, think that they really fucking know shit and they own guns and they don't know a damn thing. You could literally be a great shooter. You can go to the range all the time. But do you really know the fucking rules? The laws and shit in your area? You know, shit like that. But see, I've already been tested. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like I've been in situations. I've been in situations where even cops, like when the cops are called, I know how to speak. I know the terms, the verbiage that I need to use to let these niggas know he knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. He's not no rookie. He knows what he's talking about. So yeah, I'm not worried about no one saying that it's cringy that I have a gun. That sounds racist. Sounds racist to me. Matter of fact, you can unsubscribe. Because I think you think I'm like stuck on that subscription shit. Shit. Telling me you know a lot about guns. You must not know enough to try to say some shit that you just said. I don't threaten people at all. All right. Well, What is it? What about me explaining? What part was cringe about me explaining what? About the hollows? About how that hollow will open up? Yeah, this show can get a little rated R and a rated X. This motherfucking hollow, like I said, this hollow, you see those lines in it? That shit open up like a hoe. Have her legs spread open all night long. The hollow will spread her legs wide the fuck open when she gets banged. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. Oh, well. Just because, bruh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry that you don't like the way I explained it. It is what it is. Sorry, but that's not gonna qualify me for or to take my gun away or my ammo. It's just a fact. That's what hollows are made for. To open up. Open up like a dick going in a pussy. It is what it is. Like I said, I mean, I understand you don't know me, so you don't know how I mean how I am, the way I speak and shit like that. So I mean, I can't blame you for that, but um, being cringe or whatever the fuck, sounding cringe, that's a bad excuse to try to say that somebody shouldn't have a gun. All because I said that hollow will open up like a girl getting fucked. Of course, I can take them apart. Damn, that was sharp. Make sure that shit's cleared. Damn, my hands is greasy. That motherfucker is greased up. Oh, let me get this fucking thing wipe it out. Why is you so fucking greasy, bitch? I need a fucking towel. Good morning now. Morning sun. Get that fucking grease up out of there. What's that? Why is there grease on my Glock? Grease? Lubrication. I was just saying grease like it's greasy. Any more questions? Any more questions? Let me show this motherfucker how it's done. You know what this is? You know what that is? That's the best damn tip you can have to lube your motherfucking gun up. That way you don't gotta worry about, you know, over lubing it. Did y'all feel it? that quick. And if you knew about guns, you would know what I was doing. I wasn't, when I was going, I wasn't checking to see if it's clear. I was greasing my motherfucking gun up, getting that grease all through there, you know what I'm saying, working it, you know. Maybe you just learned something. But yeah, I got mini guns, bro. And most of them, well, of course, a lot of pistols, you can, they're similar. Oh, I mean, not the same, but kind of similar in taking them apart. But most of them are totally different. You gotta do different shit. And also to put them all back together. Like for example, one of my guns, oh man, it's so fucking quick to like when you're putting it back, when you're taking it apart, I feel like it takes longer, but it's putting it back, it's just, I mean, it's simple. No, it's all good. I wasn't trying to teach you shit, but I just, I think it's funny when motherfuckers is like, oh, this person shouldn't have a gun. They don't know what they're doing. And then you want to try to ask me, do I know how to take a gun apart? Yeah. 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 I could do it blindfolded. I know my guns. But I understand you just trolling. That may be what you do best. I understand. you know. And for those on here, y'all gotta get y'all one of these. These right here. Oh my. These bitches right here come in fucking handy. Get you one for the pistol and your rifle. They fucking come in handy, boy. Which they make different types of loaders, but bruh, every time I go to the range, someone's like, what is that? And I'm like, it's a loader. And they're like, show me how it's done. And I'm like, well, I was about to show you. I was about to do it anyway. Just look. And then you just, and boom, put 10 plus in at a time. Real quick. Yeah. It beats having to. Now, like, say if I got a 15 round mag or whatever, and I'm only able to fit less than 15 on that loader, right? Once I push all that down, okay, now I can be able to fit a few more bullets in there. So that's whenever I have to take them separately and then put it into the mag myself, But uh, I have too many mags, so yeah, I have to have a loader because yeah, when I go to the range, bro, I'm taking like 10. I'm shooting. I'm like I want to regularly shoot all my shit. You know, I don't take them all, of course, but uh, I go have fun. You know, shit. Sometimes I'll be at the range. It happens a lot actually, where the people that's working there is like, I've never shot that kind of gun. Can I shoot it? And I'm like, yeah, if you let me shoot yours, because they may have something that I've never shot. So climate change, did you subscribe or did you unsubscribe? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the range tomorrow. I need to order me a fucking big box. Yeah. I don't know, like 1,000 rounds. 1,000 rounds for the pistols. I got the plug on ammo. I'm not even capping, y'all. I got the motherfucking plug. Legal shit. Like, it's not like, oh, I just know someone. No, I just know a specific place that you can order ammo, and boy, like, it's honestly mind blowing how cheap it is, and it's not like it's old or bad ammo. It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. All the stores you may go to get your fucking ammo, that same name brand, I can get for the low. You know. Well, if you spend $200-$300, now if I'm talking about 9mm, I can get you. Well, I ain't even gonna say I can get you because I ain't getting you shit, but I can get myself a lot for 200-300, a lot, and yeah. See, like for example, say if you go to like a sporting outdoor store, when you buy a box of uh hollows, they're gonna be small boxes, like 20 rounds, 25 rounds. Now, is it Winchester? It's either Winchester or Remington. It's a white box, but there's 50 um, hollows in there, but those aren't really like. I mean, a hollow is a hollow, of course, but yeah, those aren't the ones that everybody would want. But yeah, the bad bitches. It's like all I can like at the stores. They only want to sell them in the 20 or 25 round boxes. So yeah, the plug that I got, shit. There's the smallest is 50 rounds in the box, and it's like, damn, I didn't even know they made that shit. Like one of my favorite name brands is Hornady. You know, they got a few different things. Like I remember when I really first started fucking with Hornady, I like the critical duty and critical defense. Really, I like critical duty more because it's more powerful and uh, yeah. But I just like that the red tip of it. It was something about the red tip of it. I just liked it. But it makes it a hollow. And then they got 556 hollows, right? Now there's a red tip. It's like a little rubber piece. It's a red tip at the tip. If you was to take that rubber piece out, it would be hollow. All right, but that rubber piece makes it expand. So yeah, I got some shit. I got some shit. I ain't gonna tell everything I fucking got. That's just some basic shit. You know, I'll tell you what though. Anybody that has self defense ammo, y'all know what I'm saying. Like if somebody, and this is for the people that like to open carry, which I can't shit on it because I've used to open carry. But I understand if you live in a state that is only open carry, so I can't shit on that. But as soon as you're able to conceal, start doing it because one, you make yourself a target, and if you're standing in line to pay for gas or whatever you're standing in line for, you never know. You can think that you're paying attention and watching the person behind you, but as soon as you turn your head, they looking at to see what kind of fucking holster you got, and as if it's easy to pull that firearm out. As soon as they get it out, now they aiming at you like, no, don't do nothing. But in your mind, you be thinking like, if it's your regular carry, you probably got some good self defense ammo in there. Some of the most dangerous shit up in that motherfucker, right? Because you're trying to defend yourself and your family, so you don't want no boo boo shit. You also don't want nothing that's gonna exit because if you risk hitting somebody else instead of the target, or something else, So um, Yeah. I tell you what, that is one of the craziest feelings, knowing you got your gun and your ammo that you know is crazy pointed at you. That's a crazy feeling right there. That's like all right, you got it, motherfucker. Like I, I ain't about to even like try to like rush and grab that fucking gun because I know what's in it. you know. Nah, but I think I'm man. I wish I could tell you my tactics because they're sweet, but I just can't tell you. You know, hell no. Why would I? No. Anybody out there that might be just trying to give people game, like they, especially somebody that's close to you, you can teach them certain stuff. Don't teach them what you would do. If you learn something, a technique that somebody else does that you aren't cool with, but you know it works, teach them that. Don't teach them what the fuck technique you do. It could be your best friend, it could be your fucking brother, it could be your cousin, and then bam, one day they know you got money, and they're like, man, I'm gonna rob them. I'm gonna take the money, and then boom, now they know the way you move. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm gonna get up off here. I know I already said I was gonna get off here a long time ago, but for real, um, I'll be on sooner or later. You know, um, before y'all go to bed, before y'all get off here, y'all go hit the thumbs up. You know, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because you never know. You never know when you're gonna watch a show on here that is exciting. You never know, you know. And I never know. That shit surprises me sometimes, you know. There's times where, for example, I've done an 8-hour show before, many 8-hour shows, and like we're 3.5 hours in. Well, I like right now I could be feeling like, damn, all right, y'all, I'm about to get up off here, and then something happens. Someone hits the link, and then boom, I'm on here for 4 or 5 more hours because someone hit the link and the combo was good, and then someone else hit the link, and then it went on from there. And then before I knew it, it was 5 hours later. Shit happens, you know. Shit, there's even times where you can watch the beginning of it and you might think, it really wasn't that good of a show. But if you would have watched the 6th or 7th hour, it'd be jumping. You never know with my show. That's why on this show anything goes. And I'm in your motherfucking boy Boss Talk. And I'm out this bitch. Y'all have a good night and have a good weekend.